All right, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and that notification bell if you are new here, and let's get into it. Now, I brought this up last week, but I didn't think it was enough to make a video on. Then everybody started going crazy over it. I'm like, Jesus, should have made a video about it. I thought, it's just something you don't really need to make a video on about, but I guess. So we're sitting here and people are talking about the Super Bowl. As I told you, the three things they were going to talk about when it's coming to the Super Bowl is Andy Reid going against his old team, the Eagles, the storyline script, two brothers playing against each other, the Kelsey, and two black quarterbacks. And first time ever, two black quarterbacks are playing against each other. Now, here we go. Come on. How many times have we heard this? Hmm? How many times did we hear this? Because right before the game, there was a situation where there was a interview done with Gabriel Union, and just out of the blue, she just happens to bring up Jalen Hurts and how all the women in her chat. We got a girls chat, and he's like the new thing of the month that we're talking about. Like not me. I'm happily, I'm just saying. He's the new it thing, I guess. Like he's the new Warren Moon. If you're the other girls from, the past and all that stuff. Anyway, she's basically saying, I'm checking him out, but I'm not saying I'm checking him out because my husband would be pissed. But we're talking about him in the chats. First off, Jalen Hurts is young enough to be your son. like your baby son. You're about 25 years older than Jalen Hurts. One. You're married. Two. Probably all the chicks in your chat is married or living with somebody else who's paying the bills. Then on top of that, meaning on top of that, they're talking about a whole entire different entity. Y'all talking about this guy and sweating over this guy right before he's going into the biggest game of his life. Why are you putting that kind of pressure on Jalen Hurts? Now the media is finna be all in his business. And when Jalen Hurts, before he became a star, when he was at the University of Alabama, he already met the woman of his dreams and the woman for the rest of his life. He found his soulmate. And because of all of this, he kept her out of the spotlight. But just to shut everybody up, because people may not know, he's going to the Super Bowl now. He has a national championship ring. Few of those. Now he wants a Super Bowl ring. Now, on top of that, this Super Bowl ring thing, right? On top of all that, he had to bring his girl out to the public. And she went out there for a rare appearance on the field, which she don't usually do. Because she's not trying to be all in the videos, dancing. She's trying to stay right where she is and just remain low key. She don't want to be in the spotlight. That's not her game. That's not her motivation. She's there to support the man she loved for all these years. Oh, her name is Brianna. They call her Bree or Bry Burrows. And all these people have gotten upset. Oh, they've gotten so upset. They got all aggravated. But he did that to end that whole thing with Gabriel Union and all that craziness. Like, oh, she's finna come after him. Well, no. Well, he's got his woman. And this is no gold digger. You see? He ain't just grab anybody. Some girl just trying to latch on to him. Nope. Got him an intelligent woman who graduated with a bachelor's degree in Spanish and political science. And she's got an MBA where she serves as vice president of the NBA Association. She's the captain of the national award-winning NBA case team. So, not only, is she doing this thing, but she actually stays supportive of her man, and she stays out of the spotlight. She stays out of the spotlight. She don't want the scene. She just likes the way things are. She don't want it to change. I can understand that. I can't speak for everybody else, but I can understand that. That's the kind of woman you want. A woman that's not trying to dominate because they so impatient. When they want something, they just want to go after it. And if it don't work, they just get all mad and just start storming and doing their own thing. I I don't like that pushiness. Let's be a partner. Let's communicate. Let's stay in contact. Find out what's going on before you start making moves. You know? So, well, he's got the Super Bowl to worry about. So, only people in the hood will be talking about Gabriel Union. But it all goes back to Dwayne Wade. This makes Wade look bad again. And it's like, Wade, come on. How many ways and how many times is this woman going to humiliate you in front of the whole world? I mean, seriously. How many times is Gabby gonna keep doing it? She keep making you look like a sucker. And you the money maker in the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand you like being led by a woman. Some guys are just like that, y'all. They don't know what to do unless They women make the decisions. I remember my boy was finna do something, and I called and told him about it. Next thing you know, his wife called me and was like, "Well, I take care of everything in the house, so it got to go through me." I was like, "Oh, okay, no problem." So I went through her and had to talk to her, but he was all with it. And then I had to talk to her, and then she was like, "I don't know. Let me think on it. Let me go look up and do this and do that and see." I'm like, "All right, well, cool." He called and asked me. It's not like I'm trying to sell you on something. So it is what it is. Do I think the Eagles is going to win? No. And this is the reason why I think they're going to have the game stolen from them. I think it'll be a scoring fest. Um, I think the final score will be something like maybe not like a slugfest like that. I think it'd be kind of defensive, but I'm looking at maybe a 24 a 24-21 game where Kansas City wins it on a field goal. Everybody wants to know what I thought about it. It's going to be a lot of ghost penalties to move them down the field to get them into field goal range. But I think both sides will score about 21 points. There's not a lot of people in the world that would have those type of estimations about Jalen Hurts. Yeah, I mean, I don't see nothing like outrageously bad about uh, the Philadelphia Eagles. This both teams are known and really for their defense that's underrated. Like the front four, will they be able to get pressure on Hurts? They did. They weren't able to get any pressure on Joe Burrows any other time until when it mattered, the AFC Championship game. They got a lot of pressure on Burrows. So it's the Super Bowl. Let's see if they come up big in the Super Bowl. Me, am I gonna watch it? No, I don't think I'm watching the Super Bowl this year. So I don't want to go and watch a robbery. But I don't know. I'm gonna ask my boy if he going down to the Super Bowl or not. So I don't know. I ain't made up my mind yet. So we'll check it out. Oh yeah, what I got cooking on the Patreon? You gonna get the Killing of Michael Jackson Part 4. That's coming up for the VIPs. Um, yeah, that Jessica Simpson chick, she was getting smashed. I told y'all about a dude who was smashing her when she tried to write in her book and leave it anonymous. I told y'all who it was. It's a known secret that it ain't a known secret. Like, dude was smashing some everybody back then. That's what you supposed to do. And you in Hollywood, you're in the business. And I'm like, look, Jessica Simpson was nice and stupid, and probably still nice and stupid. But yeah, she was young, in this entertainment business. Well, you see a lot when you're around celebrities and athletes and entertainers. You see a lot. You see a lot, buddy boy. Now, here's what I'm seeing in the game that's foul, and then nobody's saying nothing about it. Why does Dana White still have his job? Why ain't nobody talking about it no more? See, they just wait till stuff die down, and then everybody moves on. But yet, this dude was able to land two blows on the wife that you've seen on tape, and he's president of a company. There ain't been no police investigation. It ain't been anything. Nobody saying nothing about it. ESPN, Ari Emanuel. Let that been any other. Let that been Floyd Mayweather, right? That was Floyd Mayweather. Floyd. Nobody saw no video of him doing anything. She had no mug shot of her and nothing going on with her. And they put him in jail. So let that sink in. He had to go to jail, right? Let's see them do that with anybody else. Anybody else. I really don't think so. When it comes to the Super Bowl or Patrick Mahomes. Oh no, Patrick Mahomes. The question was, do I think Patrick Mahomes will be 100%? I mean, it doesn't really matter. We just saw the man at basically 60% hopping around on one leg, and he was still able to get the victory. So you might as well throw everything else out the window there. It don't even make sense to talk about nothing else. If all of that was just allowed, why are we even talking about anything else? Man, look, we've seen a lot of phenomenal athletes in this game. We've seen a lot of phenomenal people that played this game. And a lot of them went under the radar. And they never got to the forefront where a lot of people thought they should be. They did. A lot of them didn't get there. Now, look, the way I see this the type of thing we got to deal with every day because nobody calls out anything no more. Anybody do something dirty and they got the complexion for the protection, we just say, oh, well, that's just what it is, and we just let it go. And nobody fight for anything anymore. So we got to get away from all that. It's time to get to the real. So anyway, want to say shouts out to Kwame Brown, shouts out to Welcome to HD TV, Seahawk Jose Rodriguez, and Ticket TV holding it down, and One Crack News. And God bless and good night.